Voices of Grace is a presentation of Grace Hill Settlement House with RareGem Productions, proudly presenting, promoting, and producing positive programs. Learn more at OneRareGem.com. That's OneRaregem.com.
We want to share with our listeners and with St. Louis the inspirational and true stories of people who have found their way by the grace of God, by the grace of seeking help, having a hand to hold. We want people to know that nobody gets where they are without somebody walking with them. And that's who we are.
These are the Voices of Grace. We'll be right back. I'm Jade Harrell.
Grace is love. Grace is freedom. Grace is also the ability to lend a hand. When we do our personal meditations or prayer, we ask for grace. Graces and mercies. You know what? There's a scripture in Galatians 5:13. It says, "For brethren, ye have been called unto liberty," or freedom. "Only use not your freedom for yourself, but love and serve one another." So I think that best speaks to what grace is to me.
Did you make $52,000 or less last year? If so, you could be eligible for the Earned Income Tax Credit. Hi, I'm Russ Signorino with Gateway EITC. Fast, friendly, and free tax preparation services are available near you. To find out if you qualify for free tax prep, call 314-539-4062. Again, that's 314-539-4062. Why pay to get your taxes done when you can get them done for free? It's your money. You earned it. Call us now to learn more.
RareGem Productions proudly presenting the positive. Hi, this is Jade Harrell. You remember what it was like to dream? Yeah, what really compelled your heart? Imagine if you knew early on that it was possible for you to live your dream. Kwame Foundation presents the Live Your Dream Concert. Introducing performances by Brianna Elise and Trio. Thursday, March 20th from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. at the lovely Sheldon Concert Hall, 3648 Washington Boulevard. Sponsored by Worldwide Technologies, the St. Louis American, and Renaissance Financial. I am excited to host and be a part of this very special event. Get your tickets at eventbrite.com. RareGem Productions proudly presenting the positive.
The voice of grace to me, I have to say my mother. I have to say, in my personal life, it's my mother. My mother has always represented love to me. She always represented that helping hand. She always represented freedom to me. And so I have to say my mother is my personal voice of grace.
These are the Voices of Grace. Hello and good day and welcome back to Voices of Grace. I'm Jade Harrell. Grace Hill Settlement House has a program for every member of the family, and each person is given an opportunity to shine and share their talents. Well, that was the logic behind the Member Organized Resource Exchange when it was developed in 1981. It is ultimately a limitless trading system for all who volunteer. And if you thought education ended with Head Start, you might be surprised to hear about Neighborhood College. Here to enlighten us on these programs and exactly what they mean for the people of the community is Program Manager Gold Wise. Hello to you.
Well, good morning.
Well, you are the voice of the front line, so let's find out more about you. Tell me more about the Member Organized Resource Exchange and how it works.
Okay, well, short and simple, it's a time banking system. And what that is, it's an alternative way to exchange services and goods. Now, instead of using what we generally think of as U.S. currency,
right.
Time banking exchanges measures value strictly in hours of time. Okay, so everyone's hour, no matter what the service is equal in value.
So my time, my effort, my volunteerism is currency.
It's currency. That's
Get
correct.
out of here.
1 hour of service equals one more dollar. That's what we call a more dollar.
I love it.
And dollars can be earned by performing a service for someone in the time banking network. They pay you with more dollars, not in national currency. And then you can use that earned more dollars to solicit other services from someone in the network.
That is nice. So it's really a barter that you can bank on.
It is.
From your effort and energy into the community building.
It is.
I dig that very much. So how long has the MORE program been around? And more than when you said more dollars, remember Organized Resource Exchange?
Correct. As you mentioned, it's been established since 1981. And it was established as a response to the continued decline in government resources for low-income families.
How about that?
So the development of the program was based on the idea that social services could actually work and be done by neighbors benefiting and helping each other. So neighbors helping neighbors.
Exactly. Seems like a brilliant idea, and it's so novel, but really that's age old. I think that's where things originated. We used to operate that way. And then currency may have
changed things up a little bit.
It changed it, but this looks like it'll level the playing field.
It does. And the wonderful thing about this program, besides it being free, you're doing it for ultimately your community.
That's right.
So, one of the cool parts is some of the people that are part of this network, they live right down the street from each other. And they've never exchanged with each other. They've never communicated on a more personal level. And so, being able to bridge those gaps and build that, strengthening that community. It's positive.
I'm very excited about it. So you're on the front lines, but paint the picture. So you kind of described how it worked, but tell me a success story. Walk me through if Jade wanted to get involved. Play it out.
If Jade wanted to get involved, Jade would come to an informational.
All right.
An informational at Grace Hill. Learn a little bit more about it, and then there's an opportunity to sign up for it.
Okay, so sign me up, and then what do I do?
Signed up. Okay, then there's orientation.
All right.
And
I can't just do any kind of service, right?
Right, well, that's correct. The orientation, we kind of go through what it is to go into someone else's household.
Well, there you go.
Etiquette,
That's
kind
right.
of living room manners, as they say.
I love it.
We go through, of course, the services that cannot be shared or cannot be solicited. Those are very important.
And they may have worked in one arena, but not here.
Not here. Not in the. That's not the more dollar network way.
But there's so much value in this beyond the dollars, the more dollars, and that currency, because that etiquette, once established, it's ours for life. It cannot be taken from us. We know how to do it, and we can carry that and use that anywhere else.
That is correct.
That's really great.
That's
All
correct.
right.
Now, some of the services that after you go through the orientation, and then you go through a background screening.
Well, yeah.
Just so we'll know who's going where.
I'm clean.
Okay, that's what everyone says. Well, first we identify what your collateral is.
Oh,
so what you're willing
so you
to.
even find out what I have to give.
To be a part of the network, that's part of the agreement. You come in with the collateral. Now, if you don't know what it is, we'll help you identify it.
Wow, what a sense of value that gives me.
It does.
And a confidence in what I do have to offer, as opposed to maybe being overlooked or devalued before.
That's correct. That is correct.
Okay.
And so services can range from transportation, home help, child care, cooking, sewing. You can come get your hair done.
Yes.
Housekeeping, pet care, house sitting, plumbing, even creatively. So photography, videography, DJ, voiceovers, wonderful. I mean, if someone is soliciting that service, if they need that service, and that's your collateral, it's a perfect match.
Oh, I am literally, can I sign up for real?
You literally can sign up for real.
Even if I don't live over there?
Even if you don't live. More Dollar Network is a network.
That's right.
So it's to open it up to everyone. So we don't turn people down.
We don't
turn people down.
I like that.
We want to strengthen our target population, but we want to build the network. Across St. Louis. And there are other time banking systems, and so building the network. So
1981, this thing has been working.
It's been working. It actually was, more of a staple of the foundation of Grace Hill in the 1980s and early 90s. With the change of leaderships and things like that, things change, but the redevelopment, the refueling of this program, has been exciting. I've enjoyed each day, myself and the program associate I work with. We're enjoying piecing it back together and making it, bringing it to 2014.
Exactly.
Exactly. And that's where we are.
I am so loving this. And it gives back to the community in a way that is just invaluable, because then we invest. We personally invest. We have some skin and sweat in the game in some of these cases. All right, tell me more about Neighborhood College.
Neighborhood College, it's a wonderful program. Okay, the program offers leadership development training, wellness, computer literacy, life skill courses. The classes are 4 to 6 weeks in length and are taught by professional service providers and also leaders in the community.
Okay, sign me up for that too.
Sign you up for that too? As of right now, we have some classes to sign up for. Okay. We have a class called Step Up to Leadership.
That's fun.
And that's where you gain the skills and confidence to lead in your community or your career.
Love it.
Okay, and also addressing the need of the community. We have self-defense being offered. And it's being offered by this Marine sergeant. He's also a 3rd-degree black belt. I'm excited about the class for myself. He showed me a demonstration of how your cell phone can be used as a form of self-defense.
Unbelievable.
My coworker,
Other than throwing it?
Right. My coworker thought, okay, all we do is just throw it at him. But he was like, no, this actually can be used to protect yourself as well.
Oh, brilliant. And so that's something that you offer the community. So neighborhood college is higher education or community education right in our own neighborhood.
It is community education right in your own neighborhood.
How do you guys get away with this?
Well, because of participation and the need is there. So as long as it's there, thankfully Grace Hill has been there to provide for that need.
That's the voice of Grace. It really is. All right. How about your aging services? We mentioned that in the opening.
Yes. It's a 50 and over aging program. It's called WILD, W-I-L-D, and it stands for Winning in Our Lives and Diets. It's an awesome program. It really is an awesome program. And so in development of the name and redevelopment of the name, there was some more traditional kind of senses. We thought, well, maybe golden years or grace years or something. But you know what? The population that I talked to and asked about, what kind of program they wanted, they said, we want to have fun.
There you go.
We want to live. Mm-hmm. And that's the first thing that came to my mind is that these are some wild people here.
They are, but that speaks vibrancy.
It does.
You speak that and set that into motion,
the
rest will follow.
It does. And we're very excited. It's 3 elements to the program.
Okay.
There's a health and wellness element, health screenings every month, track weight, heart rate, blood pressure, BMI, blood sugar.
Okay.
And each individual will have goals that they want to reach. Mm-hmm. And so that on a case-by-case basis, we will address, their concerns and try to meet their goals. And it'll come with education on, eating better and preparing our favorite foods in a more healthier way. And we're very, very excited about the health and wellness initiative in WILD.
That's nice.
And then also there's a community impact. Mm-hmm. And this actually was derived out of the mouths of members.
Okay.
They say that
they
want to address needs in their community. They want to have a voice. They want to show themselves as a unified front. Yeah. And I loved it.
Right.
I loved it. So with community impact, this will give us the opportunity, this will give the group an opportunity to do service projects, and we will, identify needs and issues, and we will address them, and and it'll totally be put together, presented, evaluated. All of that will be done by the members of WILD.
That's nice,
and it's very cool because they're excited about that. They some issues that they've been seeing in their community that they want to address.
Exactly,
they want to address,
and they're motivated.
And they're motivated.
Want to plug into
They're motivated. They're motivated. So
you can't beat that.
The last element in it in WILD is the quality of life. Mm-hmm. Now this is where the wild childs come out, because this is our social part. Uh-huh. We'll develop trips, we'll travel, we'll do fun things amongst the community of 50 and older. And I'm saying we, because I'm gonna get in there because they have so much fun, and so I enjoy participating with them.
That's a tremendous example.
And so we're very excited about
that connection as well, though, because we do want. Though we want them to have an enjoyable quality of life, we do still want to connect, and by you doing so, you're setting that example.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm loving it. And so you see this happen all the time, and that's what makes it a family resource. How many people would you say that Grace Hill Settlement House helps with this family resource?
2013, by the end of the year, thankfully we were able to service over 3,000.
How about that?
Yeah, over 3,000 people.
That is tremendous. So, Gold, where can I sign up for this program? Where are the services offered?
Well, we have 2 locations that services are offered and that you can sign up. One is our Water Tower location. It's on the corner of Grand and Florissant for everyone that knows the city well. Mm-hmm. And then we have a center out south called the Patch Neighborhood Center, and that's on 7925 Minnesota Avenue. Mm-hmm.
All right, finally, lend your voice to encourage our community.
You know what, you guys, we don't live our lives for ourselves. I believe that we're here for each other. So when you see that person that maybe you don't know, or maybe they're looking a little, frustrated or upset, just give them a kind word. Give them a kind word. You have no idea how far it can go. You have no idea how far it can go. If you do that, they'll reciprocate. They'll do it to someone else. Then look at you. You started an epidemic of niceness and care and grace
And again, the contact number to find out more about this program and others is 314-584-6904. 584-6904. And I can't thank you enough. You are truly a treasure for us to have, Mr. Gold, along with wisdom. And Grace Hill Settlement House is a community organization that prides itself on working at a grassroots level with every member of a family and every individual. Yes. Through the MORE programs currently available to anyone who would like to join, a system of exchanges has been made readily available without the hassle of finances. The family services offered through Grace Hill Settlement House are completely free and offer a path to living your best life. For additional information and the MORE program, visit
www.moredollarnetwork.org.
And stay tuned for Voices of Grace, brought to you every Friday morning at 10 a.m. right here on Hallelujah 1600. For more information on Grace Hill Settlement House, please call 314-584-6904. Mr. Goldwise, thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
These are the Voices of Grace, neighbors helping neighbors since 1903. Visit gracehill.org to learn of the multitude of resources and services that Grace Hill Settlement House offers, which includes early childhood, youth and family supports, aging and special needs, community and economic development. If you have more questions about the program, need help, send an email to info@oneraregem.com. That's info@oneraregem.com. Hear, feel, come to know, and join in the Voices of Grace.
Grace is able to sustain in anything you can dream of and anything that comes your way.
Voices of Grace is another positive production of RareGem Productions.